So when we retired, I think we were in shock, not awe.
Complete utter shock.
But
Yes.
but the shock, I don't think, certainly we weren't prepared. I mean, we didn't spend years thinking about
We
what
were
we're gonna do.
totally
when-
unprepared.
Unprepared in that respect, not financially unprepared, but, so we did that, but emotionally unprepared for the shock of it all. So what to you was, once you rested and slept a little bit, and then you woke up and said, oops, I'm retired, what was the biggest shock about that?
The biggest shock was not exactly about retirement, but is related, was that I learned for the first time, which is in and of itself rather odd, that I probably had a 30-year runway. And so I had to figure out something that's gonna keep me entertained for 30 more years. And I sort of had it in my head that retirement had to do with, hanging out for a little while and then you go to heaven. And then I realized, no heaven for you. You've got to do something entertaining for a long time, and that means, just like before, you actually have to work. You have to figure out, by working at it, what is it that I want to do for 30 years, and what do you, how do you want to spend your time? So, for example, I started out, as you know, by learning to fly a plane. I got a pilot's license. That was wonderful.
It was.
But I wasn't going to
Fly
fly
a
a plane
plane.
for the rest of my
Right.
life.
Right.
You can't fly commercially after 65, so there was a limit to what I was going to do. So what was I really going to do? And that part, I think, was shocking, that I had to work at this now.
Yes, I mean, I had the same, coming at it differently, because I had lots of family that lived for that extra 30 years after 60, but they were all self-employed. So they all could work forever. I mean, I didn't have, none of my family ever really worked for anybody else.
How did you go wrong?
I know. Because I liked regular paychecks.
Wow.
I did not have that risk tolerance that my family members seem to have. But so it came to me in a kind of different way, and as you know, I started taking serious design courses and really like that, and I had the same awakening. I can't do this for the rest of my life. I mean, just sit in a classroom and learn stuff and meet wonderful people and be interested, but it's not gonna do it for me. So I think, yes, that's probably it.
The shock.
The shock.